This is an Allied Techcut 5. Let me get this thing started up and you can see, I don't know if you caught that, but that was a software version. Try it again, hang on. This came out of a closed government lab. They had listed this for parts and repair, and we couldn't figure out what was wrong with it to start with because it seemed to function as it is. But I did figure out what's wrong, at least partially figured out what's wrong. This motor that we replaced actually goes back here. The problem was not only in this strip we had to replace. The problem was that when they mounted this motor, they really screwed it up. It still needs to be played with because that axis doesn't work. I'll show you though. You can actually hear it. But here, I'm going to start it. And that's kind of what it does. You can see that thing trying to move. And if I help it along, see, if I just turn this, it kind of does. I don't know if that's a force issue or this thing's binding up. But that needs to be addressed. That doesn't really work correctly. So now if I start the motor spinning, you can see, let me take this out, you can see it's spinning pretty good there. And then there's also you click over here, you click the water, or I'm sorry, it's the coolant. It should be actually cooling, not water. But you can see that functions as it should. And then when, if you click this thing up, you can take that up to 4,000 RPMs. So that's 4,000 RPMs. You can see that thing cooking along pretty good. And then you can also adjust this the rate at which it goes through. Let me kick the motor back down here. But you can kind of hear this. See that motor's trying to turn that, and I can actually increase it. See, it's not really doing anything. Kind of bombed up. Still turn it live. Stop button. Cut paused. It's got like a sample and you can change the force and everything else. And like I said, it might be one of these sensors is actually bad. I'm not exactly sure. This is maybe a little beyond my expertise, but here's the covers. As it turns out, this motor is actually not bad because that did the same thing that one did. So I will include it. It's a 110 unit. Let me hit stop, and then I'll turn this thing back off. And it's got this reservoir down here. That's how you put the coolant in there. Now it's got water in it, which is probably not the best, but it's much safer than coolant. There's the back of the unit. This cover actually mounts here. And then there's also this plate. I'm not exactly sure where this plate goes, but it goes somewhere on there. That's the unit. Really nice saw. If you take the time and fix it. We just have enough time invested. If you got any questions, let me know. Thank you.